So, boom, what's the deal? You already know it's your favorite Auntie Pooh, and they supposed to be taking TikTok, or we go keep it. I don't know what's going on, but follow me on Twitch at the number one Auntie Pooh, and then follow me on YouTube at Auntie Pooh. Stop playing. Y'all already know. But look, I'm just coming to y'all with a quick story, and I'm gonna tell the whole story in one while because me and my homegirl was talking about it last night, and we just was reminiscing, and the shit was too funny. So I was like, let me go into my platforms. Okay, so look, one day my homegirl, right, she used to be real wild, you know what I'm saying, out there, kind of not too bad, but just out there, whatever. So, you know how females do. She got with this dude or whatever, and when she got with him, she basically switched over to him or whatever. So he was like changing his life or whatever. So of course she started doing shit like not eating pork, this and all that or whatever. So they going to get baptized one day. So me and my sister and my homegirl, we all go. But since they was from the hood, a lot of people from the hood went or whatever. So we go to the church or whatever, and they there, and it's this one lady. When we walk in, of course, you know we smoked before we went to church. We just gonna tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? And we was still like lit from the night before because it was like y'all changing y'all life, but we still going up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So of course we was clean. You know what I'm saying or whatever. Boom, spray, air it out a little bit. Came in. Of course, you know they looking. So it's this one lady. She keeps staring, and me and my sister and my homegirl looking at her. My homegirl like, don't we know this lady? I'm like, I don't know. I'm looking at her, but I ain't really paying attention. But she like looking at us. You could tell she like, they smell like, they smell like smoke or whatever. We like, whatever. So they get baptized. It's cool. They got baptized with some old people. It's straight. So after they get baptized, they like, oh, come on. Let's all go to Sizzler. Boom. So this was only like maybe like 4 years ago or whatever. So this one Sizzler that we go to, if you know Sizzler, they sell like little beers, and this one particular one, they sell margaritas, which ain't that strong, but you know. So boom, we getting margaritas or whatever. So is everybody from the church sit down at the table, and the lady bringing us the margarita, they kind of like, the lady is kind of like looking at us all like funny or whatever. So she ended up talking to all the people, to the people that came, that got baptized or whatever. Like, I'm so happy y'all changed y'all life. You know, y'all ain't go burn in hell. You posted, you correcting your sins and da 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 da. And thank y'all for having respect and this and that. And I'm like, oh, this bitch taking shots. So we looking at her. And so the other lady at the table, the church lady, she was like, look, y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all want to have a drink, y'all have a drink. It is what it is. She said, I have a drink with time to two. I just don't drink in front of them. She said, because shit like this, just like that. We start laughing. Oh, girl was like, what's funny? We was like, you? She was like, what? We was like, nothing. We just started laughing. So she kept saying little slick ass shit. So I'm steady looking at her like, damn, this bitch do look familiar. You know what I'm saying? She looked familiar. So she going around the table asking what we doing. I'm telling her like, oh, I do this, and that. She like, oh, ooh. My sister tell her what she do, whatever. We just talking. So, boom, we get another drink, and she like, oh, you having another one? We was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, what the fuck? And so she was like, oh, well, y'all got to drive, and then I'm like, oh my god, like, lady, chill out. You know what I'm saying? These weak ass margaritas, like, we are a fucking Sizzler, bitch. Calm down. They're not strong at all. So she just was saying little slick shit. She was like, cause I always been on the right path, and everything in my life I tried to do, I try to be right, and this and that. Woo. And even the pastor, he just ended up saying like, if y'all want to have a drink, y'all have a drink. You know what I'm saying? So she basically telling the pastor like, oh, you encouraging this, woo. Like the bitch just got a whole little funky attitude about these weak ass margaritas, right? So I'm like, and I'm steady looking at her, and she fucked around, and when she turned, she was like, yeah, okay. She said something like that. And when she said it, it clicked. And I'm like, and I look at my sister, I said, is that Ebony Mama? And my sister like, it is. And my homegirl like, this bitch. I was like, this is Ebony Mama. My sister was like, but I don't know, it may not be. So I asked the lady, I said, is her daughter named Ebony? She was like, mm-hmm. And if you know Ebony, you know why she said, mm-hmm. So now I'm like, oh, we know this lady. So I look at her, I said, so you don't know us? She was like, I don't know you. I said, you sure you don't know us? I said, ain't your daughter named Ebony? She was like, yeah. I said, and you don't know me, Pooh? You don't know my sister, Key? You don't know Tasha? I'm like, we grew up with your daughter. I'm like, you stay around the corner from us. She was like, oh. Now her whole mode then switch, right? Her whole mode then switch. Now she like, oh my God. Now she getting up from the table, giving us a hug. And I'm kind of like, you get what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, I said, it's so funny. I said, look how, I said, man, it's a small world. She was like, oh, how everybody doing? I was like, I don't know why you asking me how everybody doing now. I said, I just wanted you to remember us. I said, but we ain't gonna go down memory lane. I don't think you want us to do that. She was like, what you mean? I said, we ain't forgot. She was like, you ain't even gotta go there. My past is my past. I said, but it was so funny how you was getting on us about these drinks. And you was sitting there taking shots and trying to make us feel bad because we didn't get baptized. I said, but it's crazy how your pastor always catch up with you. So the pastor was like, y'all good down there? Y'all good? I said, we good. I was like, we good. So we finished eating. We eating and whatever. I'm like, all right, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling my homegirl bye. My homegirl like, what the hell going on? I was like, man, we know this lady. She was like, yeah, so now we in front. We done walked outside or whatever. Everybody getting up, coming out or whatever. Everybody getting to their car. You know us, we go to the car to do what we do. I mean, it is what it is. It's just the truth. So I'm sitting in my driver's side rolling up. She come tap on my window and was like, oh, I don't appreciate you doing that in there. My sister was like, what? So now my sister about to get out the passenger seat. I'm like, bag up. Like, I'm finna get out my car door. So I put my blunt down. I'm like, and I don't appreciate you fucking my auntie husband. I said, then what? So now, as I say that, the pastor name is walking up behind her. She was like, I don't give a damn. My past is the past. I said, and so what? I don't give a damn. We ain't forgot about your past. Now, it's in your future. I was like, well, you sitting up here talking shit. I was like having the nerves to come tap on my window. I'm like, don't you ever do that shit again in my life. I'm like, bitch, you got me fucked up. My sister like, you got a lot of fucking nerves. She was like, no, you trying to embarrass me. She not knowing he's standing there behind her. I was like, you know what? Yeah, whatever. I was like, just know we remember you too. And then she started talking shit and the pastor tapped her like, hey, let's go. He was like, you ladies have a good day. I was like, thank you, pastor. He was like, now y'all come on to the church. I was like, yeah, maybe after you clear it out with motherfuckers that like to sleep with people's husbands. Girl, I got in the car and left. And I was mad I had cussed talking to the pastor. But the lady had pissed me off. Y'all think I was wrong? My own girl be telling me, like, you ain't have to do her like that. She was like, but it was funny at the time. But just tell me, y'all think I'm an asshole? Just tell me. Let me know. Oh, and like I said, follow me on Twitch at the #1 Auntie Pooh. And also follow me on YouTube at Auntie Pooh. Stop playing, all right? Got you.